drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler early in the morning?
How many people did he kill on his way out of the prison? I guess if you'll kill the Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Shut up. Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Bottle Street gang.
It's a lot of rats.
Watch for booby traps. There'll be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you never saw one.
Just listening in.
I saw him fight 3-1 in the practice yard. In a whirlwind.
Damn right.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
Note from a friend. Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and we've broken free from Cold Ridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where these tunnels dump out into the river. He'll bring you to us. A friend will meet you soon. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to fuck around with rats. They'll get you. And they'll keep getting you. Wow. I could go back in there, but I'm thinking no. Stay stealthy for now. Ooh. Didn't quite make that jump, but that's okay. Dire rats? Just lots and lots and lots of regular rats. Amanda and I had only enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed, but that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share our last hours together. Huh. Oh, and here they are. Isn't that sweet? Do you have any loot? Besides your journal? Hello DXM, welcome to the stream. Alright, let's get you out of here. Anything down here? Not that I can see. I climbed into a dirty, smelly hole for no reason. Not happy about this. Spotted whale meat. Alright.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague. You?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there like the rats.
Alright. So we need to get through here. In order to get through here, we need to spend some time cranking this wheel. We have this to deal with. So, here we come to our first puzzle. Hey! And that is how you avoid a swarm of rats.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Rat skewer. Mmm, that's tasty. And here we can see these tripwires. These tripwires, which are connected to weaponry, which will fire at us if we trip them. So we're just going to sneak around that. Greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. Thank you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you, take these weapons crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man Samuel near where these tunnels spill into the Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck. We share a common purpose. We share the purpose of killing fuckers. Ooh. Nice. No dumping allowed? A little late for that. Alright, over here. Whoop. Not what I meant to do, just ignore that. This is the mechanism that would be firing at us. So by spotting the trigger, avoiding it, we can just disarm and loot this thing to get some extra ammo. Not bad. And as for getting up here, should probably watch where I'm going. Son of a bitch. Nobody saw that, right? Loot. Nice. Anything else? Nope. Okay. A lot of the loot in this game, like the copper wire that I picked up a second ago, is just automatically sold for you. There's a couple of ways we could get past here. We can't quite duck under it, but see some boards here. We can climb up the other side and loot. Jelly's share. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Alright, so that would be a clue as to the combination for our safe here. Whiskey. Get a better angle here. 451. Let's see. 451. Okay. Nice. Nice.
He won't get past me, sir.
You know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
And try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here.
Alright, so what we want is for this guy to come a little bit closer.
What in the void was that?
Go on and inspect it.
Wonder how deep it is.
And that is a quick, easy, efficient way to kill people if you can get the drop on them, so to speak. Some rat skewers here for health. Some extra guards.
You little bastard.
Any more? I think that's it. Wait! Wait! Alright, that was a little messier than it needed to be, but I got him. We'll just backtrack a little bit and pick up any loot that we may have missed while we were sneaking around. Where'd that guard go? Not a huge fan of swimming in the sewers, but what are you gonna do? Dead Hermit's Note. It's here by the Wren Haven. I'll make my last home. It stinks of the void, but my grandmom's hagfish stew will drive the odor away. Anything useful in here? Nope. I see some more loot over here.
Responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody.
Temporarily.
Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
I really want one of those giant harpoon guns. Alright, old man, let's go. Alright, let's see how we did. Hostiles killed, 19. Civilians killed, 0. Alarms rung, 0. Dead or unconscious bodies found, 4. Meaning that I didn't hide my bodies very well. Overall chaos, current total, high. Didn't kill anyone, no check mark. Ghost, never detected, no check mark. Special actions, discover the hermit rooms and open Jellied safe. Runes, bone charms, outsider shrines, Sokolov paintings, nothing here. Out of the possible wealth I could have gotten, which is 1,010, I found 761. That's not bad, but considering how much it was actually looking around and trying to loot everything, it just goes to show you how well some of this loot is hidden. So, let's talk about chaos. If you kill people, chaos will be high. If you go through the game without killing people, chaos will stay low. And that will affect the ending that you get, as well as various aspects throughout the game as you progress. The levels will be a little bit different depending on whether you're on high or on low chaos. The Hound Pit's Pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind, okay? Sound like quest givers to me.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
Him and me both.
Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Alright, so here's our sort of hub area where we'll be coming back to in between missions. Like any good hub area, there is loot to be found. So I'm going to be having a little bit of a poke around before we head in and talk to these guys. Oh. Tivian ore. The outsider walks among us. Mysteries of PANDYSSIA. Cape of Teeth map. So this map is not huge, and we don't actually get a map in our inventory or anything like that, but just looking at it, you can see up here in the top left we have the Isles, that's where we are, and to scale here is the Pandyssian continent, which is much, much larger. And here's this blown up view. We can see these three isles, Tivia, Morley, Sarkonos, and Gristle. We're in Gristle in the city of Dunwall, which you can just kind of barely see down there at the bottom. That's where we are. Unbreakable door. Hound Pit's key needed. Also locked.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
This might be a trap, so obviously we can't go in through the front door. I want that. Yep.
Oh my! You startled me. Ah, you could only be Corvo. I suppose you're practicing for your... well, your job? You're much younger than I expected. Do make yourself at home. Terrible you got blamed for the death of the Empress. Rest her spirit.
Alright, we've been spotted. The jig is up. What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler? What will we do with a drunken whaler early in the morning?
Attention, citizens of
That is the
Dunwall.
song that I played at the opening.
Old Port
If
District
anybody was
has
here
been
for that.
added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of seeds has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that
Litany on the White Cliff.
ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
Ooh, big pile of money. It pays to look around. Later on, we will have the option to acquire loot vision, which is going to be very helpful. But
Starting at last, Admiral. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
River
No one
traffic
knows
is
the real
forbidden
story,
from
Trevor.
landing in the
We all have
distillery
our
district
suspicions.
due to risk
We'll
of
know the truth
infectious
in time.
contact.
He's strong
Violators
and
will be
quick.
taken to the flooded
But I hope he
district for
understands
treatment
subtlety
and
as well.
rehabilitation.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point, as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
and that's my cue.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Alright, so Piero's the fellow that's putting together all of my gear, including the stuff that I found in the sewers. And he's the one, primarily, that we will be buying shit from, so we're going to get real familiar with him. Yeesh. I'm used to being able to jump higher than this.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
There are smutty plays scattered throughout this world, and it's awesome. This is depressingly primitive. Havelock log entry. So Havelock was that fellow downstairs who was talking to us. The one with the scar. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge Prison? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. You piece of shit.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt.
Anyone with information leading to the location
This
or
off.
return of the daughter of our beloved
Switch.
late Empress
Switch for the
is
hell.
required to speak to the city. Watch at once.
So, the whole reason these guys busted me out of prison is because I'm a consummate badass, and as far as they figure, the only one that's going to be able to kill all these motherfuckers what needs killing. And they're right. Who are
If I
you?
may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as
Okay.
was my father. Now,
I said
am
okay.
entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the... Did you do that?
Don't mind me.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
I already met you.
If I may,
you.
I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton.
You can-
and one
you
of
can
the
stop
senior
talking, buddy.
servants at Pendleton House,
I
as was
walked
my
away.
father. Now,
The Admiral
I am
served in the
entrusted
Navy
with
under
this
the
house,
Empress.
the home of the
But
Loyalists.
something happened with the Lord
I have never
Regent
seen
that
the
drove
Admiral
the
fail at
Admiral
any
out.
venture. If order
If I
can be
understand it
restored to
right.
the city of Dunwall,
Unless you are otherwise authorized.
If anyone can get you a black, it's me.
Corvo's chambers.
Did you do that?
So this is where they've got me sleeping. Can't say I'm terribly impressed. At least they left me money. And some medicinal herbs, if you know what I mean. Ow. Alright, let's talk to this guy and see what he's got for me.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Neat.
No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
Good to know. Don't mind me, I'm just taking whatsoever of your stuff I may find valuable. Piero, No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore. What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city's in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the old crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. So this is basically pointing out the various items that we can find that Piero needs. In other words, things that will give us money. The door to nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me this project is an endless source of inspiration. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts, one that will allow a traveler to cover the distance from my workshop to some distant arbitrary point in a single step. Currently this step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time it will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away to be sure, but if I survive this plague I'm sure to succeed. I believe this is a Portal reference. Whale vivisection. Whale oil processing. And this is just telling me how to use this station.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
This guy's creepy. Oh well.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
You'd better be making me something awesome.
Thank you, Carl. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Yeah, let's see what we can buy. What do we got? 1,299 coins. So we can restock our supplies of crossbow bolts, sleep bolts, might be useful, bullets, spring razor traps, which are hilarious, grenades, which are awesome, rewire tools, which are occasionally useful. We can also buy upgrades to our equipment, such as our crossbow, our pistol, our sword, our ability to carry more things. So, we can buy a few things. First off, we're going to get mask optics, which will allow us to have binocular vision. We're going to boost accuracy on our crossbow, so we can take people out from a distance. And the range. That leaves us with 249 coins, not enough to buy any other upgrades. We could buy some of this shit, extra supplies, but we're going to be finding that stuff all over the place, so let's not spend our money on that.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Well, technically I don't sleep. I just go into a 4-hour trance, but yeah, okay.
Sleep well.